May I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The time is now. The time is now. The time is now. I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness. The time is now. And the time is still now. Happy Tuesday, everybody, wherever you may be in these great United States of America. I hope everybody is having an amazing day. Come on in, settle down, scoot over. I'm not sure if we need another log on the fire, but the last one in the door, please wipe your feet, shut the door, toss the log in, and settle in. It is good to see everybody. Carbon Q in the building. The prepping artist, thank you for the 5x5. Dan H is in the building. My amazing moderator, Bouger Prepper, good evening. Love and life, family, good to see you. Good to see you. I don't think so, Love and Life, because Cole is laying under the table snoring. But who knows? He may not. He may decide to chew on one of the metal legs and see what happens. But welcome in. Pennsylvania Preparedness, bruh. Good to see you, Joe Morgan. Coffee first. Then speak. Good to see you, sis. I hope you're doing well. KP Heathen is in the building. Thank you, Dan H, for the 5x5. Salty Dog. Psalms 146, Home and Garden. Welcome in, Dawn E. Welcome in, welcome in. Y'all are just piling in like somebody told y'all to stop by tonight to spend some time with us. It has to be my amazing guest because these guys, as always, put it down, put it together, turn it over, and then they shrug their shoulders. And then they do it again. But one thing is, I can count on these guys all the time. Back by popular demand. I'm not going to do any further ados. I would like to all of y'all do a warm welcome for my guys, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival.
What's up? How's everybody doing
Great
tonight?
for us.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My brother from another mother.
Got me blushing with the intro, bro.
Hey.
Yeah.
Anybody that I allow a can of Spam in my house is a guy of mine.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Where is it at?
Oh no.
What's this?
It's hidden.
He put
It's
it in a
hidden.
really safe place.
Yeah.
I feel him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once
there it
you
is.
find
Right
a
there.
safe place for something.
There
right?
it is, folks, right there. The only
Yes.
only autographed can of Spam on the planet
That's right.
that came
How many
straight
of those
from
are
the
there, Mike?
Livingston man.
One.
Only one. The only one in existence will start the bid at 10,000 shekels.
I
There
got
it is.
5,000 freeze-dried meals. 5,000
Yeah,
freeze-dried
with
meals
that.
for openers, and then
There you go.
Money's not going to help us, right?
Right. Money is not going to help. Welcome in, guys. Welcome
Thank you so
in.
much for having us, brother. Really.
Oh man, it's been a minute, and I'm so glad you guys were available. And just to let you know, I truly miss Too Soon to Tell Tuesdays.
Me too. Me too. It was a lot though. It was back to back, man. 2
I
days
get it.
in a row. It's a lot, but it's always too soon to tell.
Yeah.
That's correct.
In terms
And by
of
the way, for all of you amazing people in the chat, I truly, without a doubt, appreciate you stopping in tonight. Because you could be somewhere else and you're here. And I appreciate y'all for that. Tonight's topic is, what is your no comms plan?
Yeah.
When these no longer work or fail to work,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
What are you gonna do?
And there is no other person, because this is how I found out about having a no comms plan, is from Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival himself. So first of all, Mike and the Livingston Man, introduce yourself, because we may have some folks in here that don't know who you guys are.
Well, obviously, I'm Mike, and this is the Livingston Man, and we together, and all of you out there, actually are Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. If you're watching, if you're listening, if you're learning, if you're commenting and telling folks, hey, I got a different way to do that, to expand on things, constructive criticism, man, we love it all. We love it all. We all learn together. We all work together, and hopefully we can build a better preparedness community and get more folks
Exactly.
prepared.
And Greenleaf said smoke signals.
Poofing. Bring your blankets.
If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do.
Absolutely.
So let's dive into this. First of all, Mike, explain to the folks what are the processes that you have to have in place in order to have a no comms plan.
Livingston, man, I think you should inform the folks. Just lay it out for him. Lay it out for him. He's got a really, really great grasp.
There were, when Mike told me this is what we were going to try to discuss tonight, I started thinking of things like, all right, so what are ways you can try to communicate, other than, face to face, without, the modern luxuries and whatnot. So smoke signals when I came up with. I'm like, well, yeah. But you need like fire tenders for that. You have to have people who are sitting there waiting to see that, and it's their only job. Unless you're just going to sit there hoping to see some poof of smoke in the distance, you got a big logistical thing there.
So Coffee says that it sounds like you guys microphone is fading in and out.
Ooh, interesting.
Well, we'll fix that.
I got the best guy in the business on it.
Exactly.
Your voice always works better.
So a no comms plan. Well, first and foremost, in order to have a no comms plan, you have to first have a actual comms plan, right? So
yes.
You have to have a plan to communicate with each other when things aren't, redundancy as things fail. My first go-to is Vision, something's going on, bro. I'm going to call you on the phone. I got to call you. I got to talk to you. If that's not working, I'm grabbing the radio.
Yep.
And I'm trying to get a hold of you via radio. If the radio is not working, then I have to either, the smoke signals, or I have to have a no comms plan in case everything goes down.
Right.
And that could be a lot of different things. There's a lot of different ways you can create your own no comms plan.
Starting with you got to know people and talk to them face to face, or while the comms still work. And that whole just meet at the old red tree when a thing happens. What do you call it? Contingencies.
Yeah, contingencies.
And
base plan everything.
Right. And the first people you should talk to are your family members.
Yep.
Those are the most important ones that need to understand a no comms plan.
Absolutely.
So a contingency being like radios, we're not getting through with nobody. There ain't no smoke signals on the horizon.
Yep.
And here the contingency kicks in. We go and we try to meet up at the place.
Yeah.
And then you have to try to work it out from there.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Because y'all all know that SHTF is going to happen when everybody is not home.
Well, we all at work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All be at work.
Absolutely. It'll
Yeah.
never be convenient. It'll never
Right.
be convenient. It'll probably be during really, really crummy weather.
Yeah.
Just saying. So, those are contingencies that we prepare for. And, your no comms plan could kick in as soon as immediately, or maybe your no comms plan takes a little while to kick in, so to speak. But all these things, all these plans and everything, you've got to do them now. As Trent says, the time is now. Do it now. Don't wait, because after SHTF, after the radios stop working, after your cell phone doesn't work, you're not making those plans. That time has passed. You're stuck with what you have in the now.
Right. And by the way, if one of my amazing moderators could do me a favor and drop a link to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival's YouTube channel, we would appreciate it. Thank you, folks. If you have not subscribed to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, I highly suggest you do. Go over there, watch a video, leave a like, leave a comment. You can tell them I held a cup of hot coffee to your head and made you subscribe to it. Don't care. Just do it, folks, because they put out amazing information all the time.
We try.
So here's the thing. Family first. Immediate family. Wife, husband, significant other, kids, grandkids, whoever, whatever, dog, cat, monkey, whatever it may be. You have to communicate that here's what we do if you can't get home and we cannot talk. Have a meeting place. Like Livingston Man said, meet us at the old red oak. Now you got to make sure you tell everybody which red oak it is.
Not only which, but when to be at the red oak.
There you go.
So it's important, even after SHTF, to keep track of time, folks. Yes. We're going to lose that. Especially if everybody's greatest nightmare ever happens and we get EMP'd. Now my Apple Watch don't work, and I don't know if. I don't know. Is it light? Is it dark? What time is it?
It's going to be people's only real metric. It's daytime and it's nighttime. And
yeah.
Maybe you'll know when it's morning and whatnot.
Have a way to keep track of time after something happens where all of your clocks don't work. It's going to be awful hard to set it, but you'll have to figure it out somehow. You have to keep track of time. I keep an old pocket watch, Livingston Man. Just keep it on the dresser. And every morning I get up and I wind the pocket watch and I check it and make sure it's on time. And I just sit it back on the dresser. I don't carry it with me. I don't do nothing with it. I just leave it there to keep time and make sure it keeps good time. Every once in a while, I find I have to adjust it a few minutes ahead because it runs a little slow. It's an old pocket watch. It's not perfect. Right. But I it's something like that. I keep on the dresser. I just wind it every morning and put it down. I forget about it. But I think, little things like that can help us in the future if we take the time to do them now.
Exactly.
That's kind of my metric is, try and keep track of time after the fact. Try and be punctual, especially if I tell folks to meet me at the big red oak tree on, we're going to go 24 hours after whatever happens and we have no communications, then we're going to go meet at the tree. Now, if the tree ain't there,
right,
where are we going to go?
Right.
So we're going to go to Bill's house and we're going to meet in Bill's garage. But what if Bill's garage is gone?
Exactly.
What are we going to do then?
Yeah. Pennsylvania Preparedness said, I have a book I gave to my family to be opened and used of if I can't reach them and tell them if ABC happens, expect me to do X, Y, and Z.
Very good.
That's your first people you want to share that with is your immediate family and people you love and care about. And the next is to bring in people that you know, and I mean you trust, you intend at this point to spend the SHTF with these people.
Absolutely.
Right.
Other than that, don't be putting that shit in your Facebook bio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Those are your innermost plans with your innermost.
If this actually happens, this is going to mean your life.
Yes. And
Everything
the
going forward.
prime example for me, my son's at college. He has a bug out bag I gave him. I said, you put this under your bed and you do not touch it, do not open it, do not go into it unless all hell breaks loose.
Yep.
And no matter what, I'm coming to get you.
Yep.
And he knows what to do. And he has instructions on what to take out of the bag first and turn on and leave on.
Yep.
And we go from there. Yeah. But folks, you got to think about these things, especially with your immediate family, if everybody's not home.
Yep.
Yeah, you work in different places and possibly different towns.
Yeah, maybe even different states.
Right.
No.
You got kids at school, you got pets at home, blah blah blah. Like,
yeah. Who's doing what? Who's going where? What do I need to get?
This rabbit hole goes all the way down to like now, like you should have everybody having stuff in their cars.
Yep.
A lot goes into this. Why I call it prepping, because there's a lot of preparation.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
Quite literally involved here. It's you can see, oh, what's my no comms plan? Well, then that goes down a deep hole. Now you need multiple self-sufficient people all working towards the same goal, and they know it well, and it's drilled into them. And if they don't, you're going to lose people.
Right. Anthony Crouch, welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. Moonsprout, Water Tiger, Ghost Lincoln in the building. So
I wish we don't get like auto scroll with the chat.
Yeah, the chat is Livingston Man starts scrolling and boom, it's going. Mr. B local in the building. What's good, my brother?
I don't know if any of y'all are talking to us, man.
I'm sorry. We're
so
really
if you scroll to the bottom, scroll all the way to the bottom, then you'll see the auto scroll. It'll start scrolling up.
Where? No, keep scrolling down. You're not there.
You should see a blue arrow show up in the lower left-hand corner. Click that, and that'll take you straight to the bottom.
Nope.
No? Only on my side.
Don't get that luxury. It's all right.
Nope.
Sorry, guys.
I don't pay attention to
everybody.
Chat. I don't pay attention to chat. It's just a bunch of people saying hi to each other.
He's so full of it.
Exactly. So, folks, keep in mind and remember that you got to sit down and talk about this with your family. You can't assume nothing because, prime example, if you have kids that are in middle school, elementary school, who specifically is going to get them? Is it mom? Is it dad? Is it Tom, who's in high school right down the street? You got to make sure that all of that stuff is planned out and everybody knows exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, and especially with the schools, man, you may have to add somebody to a very short list of people who can actually pick your child up from school, or they will not release them. They're very strict with the kids in school. They're not letting them go to just anybody. So if that's part of your plan, make sure that the school is not in on the plan, but at least knows who may come and pick them up and has the ability to do just that. Otherwise, they're going to be a problem right then and there. And then your whole cool plan, we're already on to plan B because that just went down the toilet.
Exactly. And that's the whole key right there, folks, because if mom and dad show up to school to pick up Sally, now you just wasted precious time. Especially in the SHTF event, because we all know that we have a window of opportunity to get from A to B before all hell breaks loose.
Ahead of the tsunami of people.
Yes.
That's the hope anyway, But we all know that hope is not a good plan.
Right.
Hey, Dan. Good to see you, brother.
You stop by our live streams, I make no bones about it. I'm like, I hate you guys.
Right. JRC Homestead says our sons are 3 hours away. They know to try to make it here using back roads. There you go.
Fantastic.
And hopefully there's communication items that they can use if communications is available.
Yep.
Yeah. Those are the things that need to be talked about.
Yeah. I mean, anything from like the little cheap. Remember the flip phones we all used to have back in the day
Yep.
before the smartphones came out?
Right.
You can buy one of those prepaid jammies for like $25.
Yep.
$25, throw it in a bag and forget about it. Leave the battery out of it, charge it, but leave it out of it, throw it in the bag, throw a battery backup in there with it and a cord. And if your main device is broken, at least you have a backup and memorize some phone numbers.
Yeah.
That's something that we don't really do anymore. Maybe you still need to bring back that little black book of phone numbers.
There you go.
Write some things down. Make sure you have hard copies of things. Rick and Karen, Love and Life, man, they preach it so much. Make sure you have hard copies of your information and stuff. Do it.
Right.
Do I think the phones would still work? I doubt it.
Sat phones.
It's
Now, EMPs, they'll probably take out satellites first unless they're hardened for it. They go off in space to begin with.
yeah, they're so high in the atmosphere.
So to detonate a EMP over the United States, they have to be 30,000 feet up
For maximum,
for maximum
distribution.
coverage.
Yeah.
I don't know how high the satellites are. I'm
Yeah.
hoping they're higher than 30,000 feet, but
I almost assume that an EMP would be launched from a satellite itself.
Yeah.
yeah, true.
I mean, you're not supposed to have space weapons, but yeah, I'm pretty sure probably everybody has space weapons. Not to mention the Starlink. Boy, you've seen that? It's a little too. That's some Bond villain shit. I don't care what.
And we got a space force that's
Yeah, it's a
part
good
of
thing.
the Air Force. So
wonder if
but I'm not sure. I would assume that sat phones will not work. I'm gonna say that worst case scenario.
We have to try to break our minds in general of some idea of like modern technology. Really, if you're talking like Stone Age conditions, are,
2 cans and a string, bro. That's all we're gonna get.
Yeah, it's really anything that's like electrical or relies on an outside network that's vulnerable to such a thing isn't going to function. It might power up in your hand, but it has to connect to something else that's been destroyed.
Correct.
You got to ditch it. You got to make real plans in person with people
in the real world
now.
Yes.
Or you have to like what I don't want to call them homeless, but I don't know what's the word, housing deprived people.
Housing deprived.
Right, they put like the old hobo culture when the train jumping in the 40s and 50s. They put symbols in places that like people knew what it meant.
Exactly.
This is a safe place. They'll give you food. This is not a safe place. Blah blah blah. These ancient or
methods.
primitive methods before we had this stuff, you got to brush up on them because all this stuff's going to be taken away, and you're going to be left not knowing how'd your grandfather do it.
Right.
I often point out that in some cases, it's possible your grandmother didn't have a refrigerator, let alone any sort of wireless device, period. And that generational knowledge is broken between us and them. It's time to start visiting the old school ways of doing things. If everybody's so convinced an EMP is going to destroy our way of life, don't cling to it. Don't expect it to work for you. Start learning about how it used to be done. This the shit that lasted 1,000 years, not 100.
Right. Peterson Farms in Nashville says they have EMP shield on the cars and homes. They hope it works.
I hope the ones on the gas pumps work.
Yeah. That leads another thing. Every like the Livingston man said, that the systems that run the things that you may be able to protect at home, I don't think that they got any EMP shield on the cell phone towers. So even if my device is in a Faraday cage,
right,
and everything goes off, unless I have my own wireless mesh network that was in the Faraday cage, and then I can install it after the fact. The infrastructure to run the things is no longer there. So,
the core systems are gone. And so, like I said, you have to like really think about primitive ways that don't rely on any of this modern stuff that you can't really break yourself of it because you're so enmeshed in it.
Yeah,
you have to just go read a book or talk to an older person and get the real basics about you. Because if it's assume this, I know we shouldn't assume things, but assume this: if it's electric, it ain't gonna work.
Right. So Joel said Starlink satellites are 360 miles up. AT&T satellites are farther out there. Starlink are low altitude satellites. Okay.
Another thing that will happen, interestingly enough, is in the event of an EMP that where these critical systems are crippled, all those satellites without constant correction from the ground by
Oh yeah,
computers,
they're coming
they all
down.
will crash too.
Down. Right.
And so there's also that aspect. What happens on the ground can affect what happens in space, even if not directly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let's say you guys we're supposed to meet at the big red oak. Okay.
Yep.
And I get there first, and then there's a mob that's coming through.
Yeah.
I either gotta defend or move.
Yep.
So let's say I'm going to move, and I'm going to pull out a Sharpie out of my get home bag and
So you could pull out a shotgun.
either right. Write a message or a symbol on the tree that only you two guys know, and I'm out.
Exactly. That's that.
like
That's that hobo symbol.
Right,
Yeah.
a symbol,
Yes.
a thing that doesn't mean anything to someone that doesn't know.
Yeah. We're all
Correct.
X-Men today, so we just draw a big circle with an X through it that tells me that you were here. If I see 3 of them, I know 3 people stopped here. You know what I mean? Everybody comes and draws the symbol, and we leave our mark to just let you guys know I was here. I passed through.
Right. And meet me at the next, since I
Exactly.
passed through, meet me at our next location or pick up
Yep.
or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. See, folks, those are the things you got to think about.
Yeah, outside of the box. It doesn't even have to be a symbol. It doesn't have to be anything. I could leave the flag on the mailbox up. You know,
Right.
You know, it's your own plan. You can make this whatever you want it to be, as long as everyone
Exactly.
involved understands it and knows how it works.
Oh yeah, and I would say one of the biggest things is I like to say kiss it. We keep it simple, stupid. I have to keep reminding
Yes.
myself to simplify everything. As soon as I start, we're going to do this and that and this and that. No. Simplify it. Keep it
Yep.
simple. Everybody understands. Make sure everybody understands and everybody knows exactly where you're supposed to go. And, a roundabout's time to be there because, like I said, the clocks ain't going to work. So,
Correct.
yeah.
And, that's like I told my son. I said, if you have to barricade yourself in your dorm room, you do so.
Yeah.
Until I get there.
Yep. I mean, like Livingston Man said earlier, a metric after SHTF, when your clocks don't work, you've got 2 every day. You have sunrise and you have sunset.
Yes.
So I would say that's a great starting point. You want to meet at sunrise or sunset. It depends. Are you a morning person or are you an evening person? I need my coffee. I'll see you at sunset, Vision.
Right. Exactly. I'm with you. Hey, I need my car. I'll see you at sunset by the big red oak tree.
That's right. But I'm having my coffee in the morning.
Plain and simple. Forrest and somebody else also talked about tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree.
Yep.
Which
That's
represents
actually that's from World War I. Was a thing to bring the soldiers home.
Yeah.
If you
Show
had
your
a-
support.
Or if you had a
for the
son
troops.
off at war, it meant that you.
right.
Yeah, you were hoping for them to come home safe.
There's
Exactly.
a song about it.
Yep. It's tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree.
Yeah, exactly.
If we say that with any kind of harmony, you're probably going to get a copyright strike. I'm really sorry.
I don't care.
Got him.
Got him. Yeah. Got him. Take it down. You're done. Donna Devine, welcome in. Good to see you. Tina Ladybug, welcome in. Michael Wolf.
In the
Scott
same chat
Summer.
as you, Vision, and you can't deny to me that all these people do is literally say hello to each other. Look,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, good.
East Tennessee just went all out. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
At least he got it over with.
East Tennessee Preparedness
No.
is like, hi, everybody. Yeah,
Hi, everyone. Okay.
There's so many people here. Just blanket statement. Blanket statement.
I'm with you. And for all of you that are here that just came in, again, thank you for being here because I got my guys here and we're going to hopefully get through this. And if not, that's okay too, because we do what we want to do. We're content
Scheduled
creators.
to die until like
Tomorrow.
24
Tomorrow.
and a half hours.
Yeah. We got a little over 12. We got over 12 hours. So we can do whatever we
4 and a
want
half.
before we die.
24 and a half.
24 hours and 27 minutes.
There you go. There we go. So live it up. Do what you want to do. By the way, folks, I put up a poll, not a poll, a
Okay.
poll. Do you have a no comms plan? Simple as that. Click yes or no. Right now, 53% say no.
It occurs to me, but
Let's do it right now.
my situation's a bit different.
Let's do it right now.
Everybody should be thinking about doing this sort of right now, or at least when the live stream's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I live and work with my wife. We are almost never apart. So
That's
the
a huge
idea of
bonus.
so he called it a bonus.
She may not, but you.
So it's not a thing that really occurred to me. Whatever happens is we don't really have too much to consolidate when we grab each other up, and then it turns into where do we go out and find the community? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which Mike and I had discussed this. The first check would be to obviously do the phones work.
Yeah.
Can I get
I'm
through?
Calling. I'm calling.
Right.
I'll even call on a landline. Maybe that actually worked. They're hardwired.
Yep.
Failing that, we wait for some kind of contingency.
Yeah. The radios, man.
It's been this long, or it's been a night has passed, and it feels like about 24 hours. Start thinking about that place you're supposed to all go meet up. Once you get in person, start breaking it down and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
A lot of specifics. All this is pure speculation because nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows where you're going to be. Nobody knows nothing. So it's a lot of preparation involved.
It is. It's all about preparation.
And practically driving yourself insane trying to work out every scenario and everything in your head. And then you got to go back to what Mike said. Keep it simple.
Yeah. I think another great idea is when you come up with this plan, at some point you should try to initiate it and do a dry run. Practice it.
Drill it almost. Yeah.
Throw a curveball in there. To let folks know what the symbol is that you were there, but you had to leave because either somebody was watching or it wasn't dangerous or it didn't feel right. There was nobody else here, so I just kind of left a mark.
What do you call that? Evolution.
Check the audio. Really?
Check your audio. We're in a studio, pal.
Oh Lord. It has been finicky tonight. It has been finicky.
Yes, it has.
YouTube doesn't like us for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. It's almost like noise canceling is still on because at times you guys fade out, but you come back.
I think it's when we both try to talk at once.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let y'all fight over that.
Well, no, I think it's the
started, folks.
Thing.
Okay, so with that, I just saw.
Sorry, maybe that worked better now. Hopefully the audio is a little bit better.
Sure. Donna Devine.
I'm hitting buttons.
Thank you so much for the donation. She says, great topics, Trent. Just getting in from the grind. I'm late. You're never late. You're here. Welcome in, Donna. Thank you for the donation. And y'all know you will never hear me ask for money or send an email or a text or a phone call. But all donations we get go right back into the channel to bring y'all amazing content and amazing hosts and amazing events. Speaking of, Bug Out Weekend, May 16th through the 19th, 2024, Dayton, Ohio. Yes, we're that close to opening up registration, folks.
Awesome.
We're going to have...
That is going to be my question. But
yes.
You got it. Thank you.
Some amazing classes, some amazing people, and the COO is forecasting that it's going to double from last year.
Yes, I believe it.
And if it does,
I believe it.
We will be almost at maximum capacity.
Fantastic.
And we'll force us to find another.
Is that we're always together? That's an illusion we like to portray, but it's not so accurate. Or is it?
Yeah.
Or is it?
No,
exactly.
But it is.
Never know.
Hey, it's always good with your friends and your family to have a plan in case things fall apart. Even if it's as simple as meet me out in front of my house. I got a great neighbor, 125.
He's here. I was just going to say.
Yeah.
He's here.
And the no comms plan is I'm coming over, bro. It's as simple as that. You're right down the road. Yeah.
Jump in the tub, have some steaks and Remy Martins or whatever.
We're going to enjoy shit at the fan together.
Exactly.
I'm going to try and kidnap him. worst case scenario, I gotta put them in the trunk, and
Okay. I'll
I'll
send you
stack
some
stuff
duct tape.
back there, bro. Don't. I wouldn't. I'd put you in the trunk, but I'd make sure you had plenty of stuff.
Yeah. Put duct tape, cut a hole in it, stick a straw in his mouth, give him a couple Capri Suns and some other libations. He'll be fine.
16th through the 19th, bro. We got extra days this year.
Yes, we added.
It has extended the bug out weekend. It's like yes, he is a merciful vision, and we have extended the bug out weekend. So it's actually like a bug out. We get in the car, load all your stuff in it, drive hundreds of miles, and then set up shop with a bunch of other like-minded people. There's nothing better. It's fabulous. It's fabulous.
You're absolutely right, Robert Bates. I will never last.
I ain't trying to cross Pennsylvania again. I hate it.
It's only a little itty bitty piece of
you only hit like a corner of it.
It's like this big, and then you get in Ohio and everything's clean.
Yes, clean.
I couldn't believe how beautiful it was.
He went in with a prejudice.
No, not at all. I came from New Yorkistan, and everything here is trash, and your tax dollars aren't enough. We're gonna have to raise your taxes because we gotta fix the potholes, and everything looks like shit. And then you drive into a state that's well run and well taken care of, and it looks fabulous, man. Everything was good. Everything was nice. All the roads were in pretty good shape. It wasn't bad. It wasn't construction season,
dude.
Like it is.
The roads are paved in gold, man. It's a dream come true, man. Compared to the third world state I came from.
I got to be honest.
Cross an ocean on a liner to get there.
No, but I got to tell you, when you come around Buffalo, it's like
Buffalo,
then,
gross.
Out of there.
Yeah,
Kathy Hall.
Exactly. But yes, so bug out weekend, folks. It will cost you $0.99, not a dime, no registration, just your time.
Money is no object.
Your preps. That's it.
Unlike Vision, I will ask you for money.
As he spits out the red.
I waited for him to sip to say it.
Oh, man.
No, I will definitely not call you on the phone, though. Hell with that.
No,
I appreciate that.
Almost lost it all over the equipment.
Absolutely. That was good. That was a good reaction. At least it's now on the floor and your shoes.
Yeah, I'm good. It's coming out my nose a little bit. Oh, it smells like Red Bull.
Oh, yeah, I'll clear you right out.
Yes.
It's part cough syrup anyways.
See? 125 said, Ohio isn't a real place.
People's is here. Because the way people talk about it, it's like this. What is it, Shangri-La or something?
No, but I'm telling you, bro. Once you see the sign that says "Welcome to Ohio," everything past that line,
it's all green fields.
No, it's okay. So it wasn't all green fields,
and
the deer in Ohio tend to explode. I don't know if it's because of an extra 10 miles an hour that y'all gave us on the speed limit.
Right.
But they explode. Every deer I saw that was hit on the side of the road was in chunks about the size of my fist.
Yep.
Pieces everywhere. There was no here you see like a deer on the side of the road.
Yeah.
No.
And there you
because
just
they tried to stop here. Here we try to stop.
No,
Ohio,
the semi trucks hit them and they explode.
All gas.
Yeah.
It doesn't even scratch the car.
But incredibly clean, incredibly well maintained.
Besides this deer carcasses laying everywhere.
Right.
It's just fist-sized chunks, bro. There's not much there.
So no, not much at all. And it's nice. And just to show you, all of my Ohio people, how we do it, OH, and you'll see their response in the chat.
Yeah, it's real.
It's Ohio, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
The land of the free and the constitutional carry and the conceal and carry without a license and open carry and all of that.
They're a polite place.
We are.
Yeah.
Very polite. Very. See, there you go.
Entertain the notion. All right?
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
All of them. I couldn't believe
it's all over.
How many Ohio? What do you all call yourself? Are you Ohioans?
Buckeyes. Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Ohio State University. That would be us.
I mean, we just get New Yorkers and people think we're from the city. I'm like, do I look like that too? Do I look like that?
Oh man.
Exactly. So let's do this, guys.
What's good?
So let me look at this poll one more time because we're actually going to work with y'all and put something together here. And we're going to see what we can do, and then we will continue having fun. So I'm going to end the poll. So if you have not cast your ballot,
Forever hold your peace. You got 10 seconds.
you've got 10 seconds. And where's my 10-second countdown? Huh.
We're at like 5, 4.
There you go.
Oh, he's got one. Never mind.
No, you were
I
in.
can't find it. It'll take me 5 seconds.
2.
It's over. Sorry.
Goodbye.
Polls ended. There we go.
Boo. We want to recount.
Yeah. So there it is right there. And if I can find it in the chat on this end of the deal, I will put it up. And if not, I will just read it.
How'd we do? How many people? How many people have the? What's the number? God, tell me the numbers.
So the poll complete. 85 votes.
Okay.
51% said no. And 48% said yes.
We want to recount. Those numbers are too close to call an election.
Well, let me look at the hanging chads and see
We
what I
gotta
can
wait for
come
the
up.
mail-ins. We gotta wait for the absentees. We can't even recount this yet. I will not concede.
See, y'all, that's why I love these guys, because you know, we just do what we do. So
I don't even
according
act,
to
bro.
the
I'm like this
poll,
in real life.
and according to y'all, half of you do not have a no comms plan. Half. So out of 99 people watching the live stream, half of y'all don't have a no comms plan. So
that's what the stats are saying, brother.
that's what the stats are saying. Let's put one together. All right. Very simple one that you can build on. A no comms plan. The first thing you have to do, as Mike iterated at the beginning of the live stream, and if you missed it, please go back and watch the replay. Doesn't hurt. And thumbs up, leave a like, and comment if you like. The first thing is you have to have a plan for when SHTF kicks off, natural disaster or anything. Doesn't matter what the cause of it is, you have a plan that you put in place and that you're communicating with everybody in the family knows the plan. Like I think it was Pennsylvania Preparedness said, he has a book that everybody has. Get a notepad, spiral little notepad, write the rain pad, I don't care, crayons in the coloring book.
Yep.
Write this down and make sure everybody has a copy of it and keep it somewhere that's safe. Lock it in the glove box, because if somebody breaks in your car and cleans that out and they see that, they're going to be like, oh, well, let me keep this. They may have some good stuff and I could meet up with them. So with that, what would be some of the very first things to include in a no comms plan?
Barrel Fang radios.
No, people. You need to include your people. You have to go talk.
These may or may not be working. Do not rely on.
This is a no comms plan. This means everything has failed.
He said it, not me.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
You have to have a radio to not have a no comms.
That's right.
plan.
The first thing you have to have is a comms plan in order to have a no comms plan.
Right.
Right. Otherwise, we don't know that we don't have a no comms plan because we don't even have a radio plan to begin with.
You rabbit hole now. What is comms? What we're doing right now is comms. Me
Yeah,
talking
we're
to you in
talking.
the kitchen is comms. I mean, communication is what it means.
Yeah.
So it's about setting the stuff up in person first, not
Yes.
needing the technology to get the message through.
Exactly.
Right. So the first thing would be know your people. Okay.
Yep.
Jammer WV, welcome in. Jeff Jansen, welcome in. Good to see you. So we know our people. All right. Family, whatever, close friends. If you don't have a family or close friends, then your no comms plan is simple.
It's done.
And I envy you.
Yeah.
No family and no friends. Man, you live in high life.
Okay, so the family knows, or you have shared the no comms plan with the family. Then what? I know Mike said something, he iterated talking about keep time.
Yep.
So you got to make sure that, you're going to meet at the precise time. And that may include specific tasks that need to be done before you get to the meetup.
We generally figure you use like a contingency, like, okay, if this set amount of time, some basic rudimentary amount of time has passed with no word, action happens. You go somewhere, you do something,
Right. If let's say, I don't know, EMP strike. We'll go worst case scenario.
Let's do it.
EMP. Everything's down. Your car's not running.
Yep.
No cell phones, nothing electronic is working. Now what do? How long is it going to take you to get to the kid's school? I don't know. First thing you may want to do is grab some security. If you don't already have it with you, I don't care what it is. It could be one of these. It could be an axe. It could be a sword. It could be whatever. You have to be able to protect yourself. And then you may have to walk to the school to get the kids. How long is that going to take? There and back, or wherever you're going, the time frame is going to be insane, especially if there's a grid down, cars aren't working, electronics aren't working.
Yeah, and let's not forget, you're not out here all alone just making this journey. You and everybody else, man.
Yeah.
Correct. And I guarantee you, if you go and grab a bicycle, somebody's going to try to take that from you.
Yep.
Right. Right. Livingston man is going to come take your bike.
That's right.
Be stomping around that little girl from Goonies. My bike. Bye.
Exactly. So, the time is critical based on what's going on.
Yeah. Especially if you know and you can get that jump ahead.
Yes.
Get ahead of the madness. That honestly, I think that's what we all kind of prepare for. Why we subscribe to so many different people, and we're all trying to keep our ear to the ground for the next possible problem that could come our way, just to stay ahead of it. Mad Chad, bring two.
I would posit that folks that have kids, especially younger ones, you don't want to like drill this into them, like make them scared and paranoid and whatever. But you want these skills to become automatic for them. Like in the event of a situation, they will be able to think on their feet, have seen this done, had this conversation before, and have a better leg up over anyone that didn't. And so bring everybody in on it. Make sure that like what you're talking about is understood, not with to make anyone afraid, but you almost want to bring this to the point of being annoying with it.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be, if something bad happens, your kid might think it's corny now, but when it's going down, they're gonna be like, my dad said, my mom said.
Yes.
And they're gonna know what to do, regardless whether they hate it now. It's gonna happen,
Absolutely.
Right. And that's what you make it a game for the kids.
Yes, because some kids don't like that harsh stuff. Some kids are more adept to play a game with you and play along.
Yeah, I am not a parent, so I tend to regard children like pets. I'm like, don't look at me like that. I said now. I don't care. I don't care. I'm the big boss, okay? But
Right.
of course, now parents, I get it. Okay, you love your children. I don't love your children. You do. So, but yeah, they're the ones you're gonna want to beat this into. Poor choice of words. You guys know what I'm saying, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, we got you.
Chance said the guest is fading in and out, but it is still followable. Okay. There we go.
My apologies.
That's okay.
We have adjusted and adjusted and adjusted.
There we go. Okay. So everybody knows the plan and what they're supposed to do. And here's the thing, a no comms plan, everybody has a job.
Yep.
Whether it's just getting home or meeting somewhere and somebody picks them up. That's the whole key. And as Mike said, keep it simple, folks.
Big time.
You don't have to jump down the rabbit hole, which we tend to do as preppers because we're thinking of this and that and this and trying to put a contingency plan for everything on the planet. No, keep it simple to be able to gather your family, your people, and get back home safely. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Now, mine's a little different because I got to drive an hour away. So I'm taking everything that I'm going to need in order to get there and get back safely. It may take me a day or two to get home once I have picked up my son, based on the timeline of chaos and what we're going to have to do to get back home. So, you got to keep that in mind so that if my family doesn't hear from me within, I'm just going to say, an hour and a half after picking up our son, they know what to do. Go home. And once they get home, they know to do A, B, and C. And that E, F, G, H, I, J, and K will be coming to the house. And they know where everything is to defend the house until we get there and the rest of the help arrives.
It's the way to be.
Yeah, plain and simple. Keep it simple, folks. And, rehearse it. Take a Saturday and just go through it with the family. Nice sunny day, make it inclement weather. I don't care. Rush hour, early in the morning, late at night. If you're mad at your kids, make them stand out in the dark under the big red oak tree.
I told my son, he's a track guy now. He's running track. I said, well, I'm not coming to get you. You're just going to have to run home. Exactly. You're here before I even get halfway down the block. Yeah. I'm not worried about you. You'll be fine.
Right. Exactly. Pete, thank you for stopping in, my friend. Have an amazing evening, my brother. I'll be talking to you. But yeah, folks, keep it high level. Don't go down the rabbit hole. Don't go into the weeds. Yep. And just make sure everybody understands what's to take place, and then rehearse it.
Yep.
And then make your adjustments after you rehearse. Talk about it after the fact.
Yeah.
And say what went wrong. What could we change? What would be better?
Yeah. The first thing I would ask is there anything that confused you?
Right.
You want to eliminate confusion and simplify things as much as possible. I mean, we're keeping this so simple that elementary school kids can understand it and know what to do. Just stay put for the most part. It's the way to be.
Yeah. Not to mention, this is going to be a stressful
for everybody
time. Whatever is happening here, where you're out of your house scrambling around trying to get a hold of people. You're going to be under enormous stress as it is, without having all these different things bogging you down. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. African Dreamer, my brother down there in the great state of Texas, holding the border down by himself. Welcome in. We appreciate you. But yeah, keep it simple, folks, because like the Livingston man said, it's going to be a stressful time.
Yeah.
But if people know what to do during stressful times, it'll lower the stress level.
Yeah. When people have work to do or a job to do, you tend to just, okay, things are a little crazy. Let's get to work.
Yeah,
And it helps you focus. Less on the
absolutely.
issue and more on a solution,
Right.
Exactly. And that's the whole key. I told my son, don't worry about it. Everything that's in this bag, you know what's in here. The only thing you need to pull out if they're working is your radio and just turn it on. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. As simple as possible. It's on, it's already on the channel. Everything is
Yep.
preset. Just pick it up, turn it on, listen. Don't hit
Yes.
any buttons, just listen.
Yes. Yep. Salty Dog said, I'll just tell the kids what my dad told me. Go plan traffic with y'all.
My
Right.
father always told me go direct traffic. I assume the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. CUCV Farmer, welcome in. Down the rabbit hole with D. Good to see you. Welcome in. And everybody else that may have come in late, welcome
Hunter,
in.
I definitely liked your picture this morning. Looking good, my brother. He's on this.
Fitness journey.
Yeah,
Killing it.
Okay, Hunter.
improvement.
Crushing it.
Get it done, bruh.
He
Yeah.
is.
Health
He
is
is.
very important.
Strongest guy in the neighborhood.
Yep.
Right there.
Uh-oh.
Calling for all the heavy lifting.
There you go.
Yep.
But the whole key, folks, to a no comms plan is communication. You
Before
got
the
to talk face to face about it before it happens.
Write it down. Take pictures
like,
of it.
even if your kids and
keep
your
it.
wife are looking at you like you corny as hell, like whatever, just say
Yeah,
it.
Do it.
Because they, if nothing else, like listen, they've heard it. They process it.
Yes.
It's in there.
Yeah.
And it might be
Yes.
your voice they hear when shit's hitting the fan. You're gonna hear your voice in your head being like, "This is what you do."
Yep. Jason said an EMP will remove 8 million people from New York City in a week.
Oh yeah. Or faster.
EMP
betting on-
2024.
I'm betting faster.
Got my vote.
The big gamble here in upstate New York is when the folks flee the city, what direction are they going? I don't think they're going out to Long Island.
No, they're all gonna run to the Adirondacks for some reason.
Right.
They don't know why. They just know they should go there.
That's like really, really, you're talking hundreds of miles. And then you got to pass through a couple other cities that, they're not quite New York City, but you got to pass through a few other cities to get
Every
there.
major traffic artery choked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Everybody just trying to go anywhere but there, and they're going to try to wash right over us.
And the thing is, with New York, how many people are going to get stuck on the bridges?
All of them.
yeah.
The first one take. How many cars it take to shut off a bridge? Maybe 4?
Oh, yeah.
And you're
tops.
done.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 disabled vehicles, and you're in trouble, man.
Yeah.
You're in trouble.
Yep.
Especially here in New York, we know that it does not take much to clog up the major arteries, and then nothing's coming through.
God forbid the upstate natives resort to guerrilla tactics. I'd hate for lots of telephone poles to block the roads and
Exactly.
trees to be falling and it's a lot of
Bad
stuff.
weather happens.
Like Mike said in Polar Eclipse. Well, actually, it was me that said in Polar. You can't take the roads.
No.
Can't take the roads.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
How what?
Roads ain't safe.
But your EMP, all right. So your EMP proof thingy, it worked. Your car starts. You on the road. You think gridlock is good now? Wait till this.
Man.
Right. Wait till you turn the corner.
Yeah. I would almost question, unless you're from a rural country, wide open space, how much your vehicle is really going to be worth to you.
Yeah. I'm saddling up a horse, bro.
I'm with you, bruh. I'm going to put a saddle on Cole and we're going to ride
Cowboy
off.
hat, and away I go.
Yeah. Sharon says, what if coworkers don't believe you when you tell them about an EMP?
They're on their own.
Yeah.
Sorry, you did your part.
What if, people don't believe you about any other thing, really? I mean,
Yeah.
you can only try to spread the message. You can lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink, right?
Yeah.
Right. And by the way, for all of you amazing content creators in the chat, Professor Mad Shad is giving a demonstration. Type the word vision It will drop a link to your channel. And then your channel will show up. And then other people that may not subscribe to you can go check out your channel, subscribe,
Yeah.
watch a video.
How's about that?
Yeah, there you go.
Leave a
Key
like.
feature. We're all the way
We're
there.
not even allowed to comment.
No, I think we. No, we can't.
You should be
No,
able to.
The worst part about this is I can't watch this while I'm doing this. My moderator duty is plug. I'm toast. Smash that
Exactly.
like button, folks.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't forget to
There you
hit
go.
the bell icon. Subscribe. Do the things. Do it. I'm supposed to be in there doing it, but I'm here doing it. So
You should ring that
Do it.
bell
Do
icon
it.
too,
Do
where
it.
they don't tell
Yeah.
you not.
You,
Like, I'm
you
subscribed,
heard
it
him,
doesn't
folks.
matter.
He screamed at you, so you have to do it.
yeah, that's how it's supposed to come across when I'm in the chat. Smash that like button. Just like that.
Yeah,
It's called inflection.
right. Sorry I'm late. Tried calling, but couldn't get through. What do I do?
Look for the symbols painted on the trees, and they'll tell you which if this is a safe place or not.
Go
But
to
we
the
probably
big
should have
red
talked
oak
about this
tree.
before the comms went out, Irish.
Yeah. Now they
That's
just
right.
look like somebody's putting hieroglyphics on all the oak trees.
Exactly.
Weird, there's Egyptians.
Exactly, Michael. Well, practice your no comms plan until it becomes second nature.
Absolutely, Mike Earl.
Do it. Do it on a weekend. Do it on a weekday. Do
Yeah.
it during drive home traffic.
Yeah, and don't be one of these people that thinks like you can't learn something new or
Yeah.
because like I encounter this a lot is that nobody was born knowing how to do the things they do. They either learned them themselves or were taught by someone else.
Right.
In this day and age, while all our comms and our technology still works, so many resources for you to expand on this conversation,
Yeah.
to go out and like learn new tricks, new trades. You might find something that works for you. A lot of this has a lot to do with it's going to be very personal. I forever say on our channel that what works for me ain't going to work for you, and vice versa.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You really have to boil all your stuff down to you using fundamentals that you can gather up. There's core tenets, and then it's really going to boil down to what's going to work for you
Absolutely.
alone.
That's right. Your plan is not my plan. My plan is not your plan. You got to put together what works for you and your family, folks. I don't know. You may say, I don't need to go anywhere. I'm staying home. I'm boarding up the windows, pulling out the 300 blackout, and sit here and open up a can of tomatoes. Okay.
Live your life.
That's what you prepared for. That's what you planned for. That's what you're going to do.
Yep.
That's what's up. I can't speak
Exactly.
to it. That's not
Yeah.
my situation.
Exactly. And that's not my situation. I got two people I got to go get. And that's okay because I planned for it and I know what to do. And
Pending the day, the time of day, I might have a lot of work to do. So,
yep, same here.
yeah,
I'm with you, but I'm okay with that.
I'm extremely envious of your living, working situation. Livingston, man.
A lot of this, like, and once you find these core tenets, you almost have to take I almost consider it a bit of a gamble. You kind of just paint yourself into a corner. Like, listen, okay, well, I took this risk. Here I am now, and now I got to fight my way out. Is all.
Yeah.
Or else you think you're going to plan for every single thing that could possibly happen, and you can't.
Yeah.
We can't. Yeah, there's no sense in trying. You'll drive yourself either crazy or you will die from a brain aneurysm.
Sure, it's just impossible. There's
Yeah.
no way to prep for every possible scenario.
Now, as much as we try, you diversify and you think about the most calculated risk to you that you believe.
Right.
Um,
I was just about to talk about going down, and here's another rabbit hole you could go down.
Thanks, D.
Thanks, D. Good to see you. Welcome in.
And again, it's all very personal. How you gonna do it? That's up to you, man.
Yeah.
There's certain rules, and even those can get bent. And we're all out here just on the same path.
Absolutely.
Well, Cole's ready for action.
He's over here snoring. I don't know if y'all can hear him. He's literally sprawled out on the floor, snoring like an old man. But anyway, folks, please write down a no comms plan and share it with the family, those that are important that need to be part of the plan. Make sure that everybody knows exactly what they're doing so that when SHTF happens, nobody panics because they know what to do. Whether it's throwing on a plate carrier, loading up, gearing up, and going to get grandma and the kids, if that's your plan, do it. But stick to it and make sure everybody knows. What time is it? It is 7:38. Man, time flies when we're having fun.
It sure do.
JD said, without a plan, you're counting on luck, and even skill can't overcome a bad plan.
So I don't make them. This way my plan can't be bad.
There you go, folks. There's one way to not have a bad plan. Don't make
That's
a plan.
right. Take the Livingston Man approach.
Well, ask anybody. Best laid plans, it all turns to shit. Then hell with that. Sounds like a waste of time, you ask me.
Yeah.
Yardbird says, I'd pick up Livingston Man, except he'd probably kill me with all that secondhand smoke. Okay, well, there you go.
Imagine what would happen if I didn't have the smoke, though.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But folks, keep praying, keep prepping, keep practicing. With that, Mike, Livingston Man, I want to thank you guys, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, for spending an hour with me, with us, talking about no comms. I'm going to leave you guys with the last words.
Folks, stay safe. Keep prepping. Stack it to the rafters if you can. Work within your means. Do what you can with what you got where you're at. Do the best with it. But overall, stay safe and don't break the number one rule of survival. Don't die.
Don't die.
Ta-da.
Good news is on the don't die thing. Congratulations, you have passed so far. If you're here tonight, you've already done it.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing, folks. And with that, I want to thank everybody one more time for coming out, spending an hour with us. Y'all are amazing. Check out some of these other content creators, folks, because nobody grows alone. We all grow together. And with that, remember this. Keep prepping because your family depends on you and it depends on your life. Vision Preparedness. God bless all of y'all. Have fun. Stay safe. And enjoy tomorrow because we all going to die tomorrow.
It's Wednesday.
Make sure that you go check out Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival tomorrow night, folks, because we all going to die tomorrow. Yeah. And if you don't know them, one of my moderators dropped the link. Until then, y'all stay safe and we will see you in the next video. The time is now.